Hello, everybody. I am your girl, Miss Nicole Tyler, aka Sexy Clean the Ruler. Yes, I am here. It is January 23rd, 2020. I am here. I made it to see another day. Come on in for tonight's episode of Car Chronicles. I want to thank all of you all for coming. I want to thank all of you all for watching this video. Kudos to you for sticking with your girl, Miss Nicole Tyler, in the new year. Hopefully you stay subscribed to me. Hopefully you will support the channel and also grow with me as I grow so we can grow together. Okay, you all, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I am going live. And if you have missed any of the episodes of Car Chronicles, please, you all, please. It is very important that you all support the channel and hit that autoplay button for Miss Nicole Tyler. Me, I am here tonight, yes, for another episode of Car Chronicles. Now, the song that I am playing tonight in the background is another one of my songs that I wrote. It is called Fast Car, and I just wanted to give you all a little taste of this song if you had not heard it previously or hadn't heard it at all. I am a singer and a songwriter, so if you all were to head over there to Amazon or iTunes or Spotify, and you all were to purchase some of my music, which is called Shire, the Shire Nicole project, because I haven't been advertising it in so damn long. And if you all were to go over there, this is one of the songs that is on there that I wrote. It's called Fast Car. Okay? Yes, come on in the room. We are going to be talking about Tyler Perry tonight. Okay, you all? Take your time and do it right. This song is called Fast Car, written by yours truly, Miss Nicole Tyler. Pull up to the bumper, baby. Take me places. We're starting to ground. Control it. Now, what people say when they hear this song, y'all, they say it's got a 90s feel. Okay? When I heard this beat, you all, I thought about 1990s music or late 1980s music. I thought about Lisa and Cult Jam. So I wanted to write this song because it reminded me of them, okay? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. All right. Now, the reason why I was playing that song, you all, because I'm getting ready to put an intro to Car Chronicles. And since I already have a song called Fast Car, and I own the song, I own the music and everything, I said, well, I'm going to go ahead on and chop this song up. It's my damn song, and I'm going to put it in the intro. So when you all come over here to view my video, which is going to be entitled Nicole Tyler, Car Chronicles, this is the song that you will be hearing, and it's going to be cut up and chopped up, and it's going to be my new intro, okay? So that's why I was playing this song, just so you all get familiar with the song, okay? Now, tonight we're going to be talking about Tyler Perry's new Netflix movie. It is called A Fall from Grace. Now, how many of y'all have seen the movie already? Now, it was because of you all that I watched the movie in the damn beginning, because I didn't even know he had a movie on Netflix, okay? I think I might have seen it and scrolled past it, because sometimes I just don't want to fall in line. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'll catch it another time, right? But when I came on YouTube, I heard a lot of people saying that they had watched it and they thought it was good. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. So I did take down just a little bit of notes, not nothing in depth, because I definitely want you all to call in 804-528-7766 if you have seen the movie, and let me know, and let the listeners and subscribers and viewers know If you liked it, did you think it is a movie that you are going to promote, or is it a movie that you think you're going to demote? Okay. Now, this is what I wrote. I said Tyler Perry is known for the Madea movies. A lot of people should already know who Tyler Perry is by now. I said that he has a 300-acre studio in Atlanta, Georgia. He just wrote a movie called A Fall from Grace. That is out on Netflix. And guess what, y'all? He wrote the movie. It's a screenplay that he wrote, he directed, and he produced. Okay? Now, the movie is about a woman who is indicted for murdering her husband. Her lawyer thinks there may be a conspiracy at play, okay? Now, these are some of the actors that's playing in this movie, okay? We got Tyler Perry. He's playing in the movie. He plays in a lot of his damn movies. You all know that. We got Makad Brooks, Crystal R. Fox. We got Brescia Webb and Cicely Tyson and Felicia Rashad. Okay? All right, hold on, you all. That is my son calling me. Let me see. Hello, I'm on live. How are you doing tonight? He said, this is your son. What do you want? I'm on live. What? I go live every day at this time. What is up? Okay, what are you calling for? I actually just started. I'm on live. No, they cannot. He said, can y'all hear him talking, child? No, they can't hear you talking. Okay, so what I will do is once I get off live, I will give you a call back. It'll probably be in an hour. See, if you watch Miss Nicole Tyler's show, you would know how long these people don't watch my show. Well, I'll be off in about an hour. Off live. Yes. 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 No, that won't happen. And you're interrupting my show because I'm in the middle, and I'm getting ready to hang up now because I don't like to. I'm not gonna be talking no personal stuff on no live. $7:00. All right. Bye. Okay, that's my son calling. I called your other phone. What's going on with your other phone? Why am I calling on this one? All right, now where was I, y'all? Let me put back on my old lady glasses. Let me get back to what I was doing. All right, okay. We got Cicely Tyson playing in this movie, and we got Felicia Rashad playing in this movie, okay? Now, a lot of people did not like this movie. I mean, it was a mixed bag. Some people say they loved it. Some people say they did not like the movie. They didn't like the movie because you can tell that they got the movie finished in 5 days. Okay, it only took 5 days to complete this doggone movie. Now, when I watched this movie, I could tell that they rushed the movie. Okay, the movie is always, geared, in my opinion, to black women. It's in the beginning of the movie, it made the movie like the woman was, lonely. Her husband left her for another woman. She's lonely. She finds a man. She's desperate, in my opinion. And, so when I first started watching the movie, I was not very impressed because this is how Tyler Perry's movies always is in the beginning. And he always geared his movie towards, in my opinion, the black woman. And he always is, even if the woman is powerful, the woman has some type of doggone issues, okay? She's predictable, or she's strong, but she has some type of insecurities. It's never just a strong woman and that's it. Okay, and that she got it going on, and the other person or the man or somebody else in the movie, they the ones got the problem. It's always the women. We got some type of insecurities going on. So when I watched the movie in the beginning, I was kind of like, like, okay, I've seen this before. um I thought that maybe, with me hearing that it only took 5 days for them to complete the movie, I felt like if he would have took his time to give us a more in-depth about the guy in the movie, I felt like that maybe the viewer would be able to could tell that something is wrong with this guy. I just feel like we didn't know enough about Mehcad Brooks' character. Okay, now this is for people who have already watched this doggone movie. If you all have not watched the movie, do not call in, because I may be doing some spoilers. Hopefully I will not be doing any spoilers. Now, you all know you can call in 804-528-7766. I feel like they just did not give us enough in the love interest's story. Okay, I know that it was a surprise towards the end. If you all have not seen the movie, but I still think that I would like to have seen some more. He just came in the movie. Mehcad Brooks' character, he just came in the movie. He swept her off his feet. He didn't have any money. We saw him doing nice things, but we did not see him spending any money. I just did not know too much about the character. From when I first started watching the movie, I already knew that she was getting ready to get duped. The whole time I was watching the beginning of the movie, I said something's gonna go wrong. It is just too damn perfect. Oh, something is wrong with this guy. What the hell is wrong with his wig? Something just ain't right. Okay, he's doing too many nice things, and the movie was not, in my opinion, realistic in the beginning of the movie. Now, if you watch the movie, you'll know that Felicia Rashad plays her girlfriend. Her name is Sarah. Okay, I like Sarah. I like Felicia Rashad's role. I thought she was excellent in the movie. She, she was so good in the movie, you all. When I watched her playing her part, I did not know that she would end up being the villain in the movie. That's how good she was. There was no inkling that she would be the villain in the movie. She was just very good. Okay, even with Crystal, I like Crystal. She's done a whole lot of Tyler Perry movies and plays and things like that, but they always make her out to be, the victim. They always make her out to be the victim. You're always feeling sorry for her, in my opinion. But I really liked Felicia Rashad's character in the movie. Okay, they had Brescia Webb. Brescia Webb, if you watch the movie, Mehcad Brooks played Crystal Fox's love interest, who was very young, younger than she was. He came into the movie. He did not show any reason why she should marry him, except that he was some art guy. I think he said he owned a gallery, art gallery or something, but you never seen him at work. You never seen his car. It just was just like out there. Well, she's just dating a man who's telling her she's beautiful. He's telling her, he's taking her out to places. You just did not know too much about this damn man. Something that's unrealistic, in my opinion. But anyway, he turned out to be Felicia Rashad's son. Okay, if you watch the movie. Okay, yeah, I feel like Tyler Perry can be a little cheap, because he's always playing his own movies, and I think that he did the movie in 5 days, whereas you have a lot of white directors and screenplay writers. They'll take sometimes 6 months to a damn year to do their movie, okay, because they want a very good product. And I think that Tyler Perry, he sells his black audience short, because he doesn't try to give us nothing that is worth, I don't think I just think that he sees us as a money grab. I don't think that he thinks nothing of us except we're just money. We're business and money, because he did not take time to really, really, really put his heart and soul in this movie. Anybody that he has a whole damn studio down there in Atlanta, 300-acre studio, and you would think that he would have taken his time to give us a good product. And I mean, it's a mixed bag. A lot of people are talking about the wigs. I thought the wigs sucked. I did like Brescia Webb's hair, but the Mehcad Brooks, his hair sucked. I don't know, he had some type of 1980s fade going on. Like, no one wears that kind of hair. It was just not modern to me. Tyler Perry's wig was terrible. I don't know who in the world was their fashion directors or fashion was in charge of fashion, but they needed to be fired. I mean, it's almost like, like Tyler Perry is poking fun at the black people who he is writing the movie for. Okay. Now I did read a whole lot of articles and things like that. Let me see if I can pull up something because, oh, we gotta call her. They're like, hurry up, call her so she can stop talking. Okay, hold on, y'all.
Miss Nicole.
Hey, this is Miss Nicole, Tyler Chronicles. I got a little thrown off because my son called me and he was, I want to talk to you on this phone. Why are you on that phone? He threw me off a little bit. But this is Car
No,
Chronicles, January 23rd. What is your comment on Tyler Perry's A Fall from Grace?
I think a lot of your points I agree with because, I think Tyler Perry, I'm not going to be so hard on him, but I think with this particular movie, as you were sort of alluding to, I just felt like the story never developed. There was no character development.
Yeah,
it
thank
was like
you.
Grace.
She'll break it down for me. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, it was just like you meet this lady Grace, and we just never really get to understand like where she's coming from. Like the stuff just felt like thrown together. Like we didn't know what kind of job she had up until he stole the money from her. It was just kind of like we're introduced and then the things just happen so quickly, and we're trying to figure out how things connect, who this person is. So it was just so hard to follow the movie. And then, like, obviously with the editing and some of because I watched an interview. He said that he did this movie in 5 days. He shot everything in 5 days. And so he was like, when he was sitting there, he was like, how impressive it was. And I was like, well, maybe you needed more time to actually shoot because the acting to me was really bad. And Macabre Brooks, man, I've watched his stuff. I love him. He's been in some really good shows. He used to be on. He is very good looking. He is fine. Okay. But he used to play on True Blood. So I've seen him act before, and I still think he didn't do a really bad job. I just think the script and what his capabilities were just did not match. It didn't do him justice. Particularly, he's been out of the game for a while, and this script was just whack for him. And although Felicia Rashad acting wasn't horrible, I thought it also made her look bad as an actor. I don't think any of the people in the movie, including Cicely Tyson, I didn't think it fit their acting pedigree. I think they are really good actors.
Yeah.
And it just kind of didn't do them justice. And it's just sad because I feel like Tyler Perry is doing a lot of great things for us in our community. But if you're gonna make this big commitment and investment, make sure that you really take the time to put out some good quality work, not just something that's, I think he tried to save money and cut corners.
I feel embarrassed, when I think about it, he only took him 5 days to shoot. The editing was not that good. The wigs was horrible. Like you said, there was no character development on either. Really, it wasn't any character development on any of the characters in the damn movie, for real. I think they did give us some type of insight on Brisha Webb's role as far as her being a lawyer, public defender, I believe it was. And her husband was a cop.
But you know what?
They let us give us a tiny bit.
I disagree with you there because I think Brisha Webb, she had the most character development. She was the only one that you saw transform.
Yeah, she was the only one. Her and the cop. They gave us a little bit into their life. That you did see him put some handcuffs on somebody, and then in the beginning of the movie, you did see him hanging out the window, so we knew that he was a police officer. You did know something about them. But far as Felicia Rashad's character, Crystal Fox's character, McCart, we didn't really know anything about them. They just threw them.
No.
And just gave it. I mean, it seemed like he's selling us out.
It was bad writing.
Bad writing.
You know what you said? It was bad writing because they had to make those connections at the end. They had to remind the audience and try to make sense of it.
That's not
and
true.
See, a really good script, you wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't have to put it together for us. We would sort of have
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I know you. I want to thank my beautiful callers. Don't go anywhere, caller, because until someone call in. Because you all know, yes, Miss Nicole sometimes have a hard time expressing herself. Sometimes after work I am a little tired. So thank you all for still coming to support Car Chronicles. But it's embarrassing
Mhm.
because
Oh yeah.
for some reason he thinks that we don't need no character development. He think that we can't put no
Right.
damn story together. He think that we just gonna invest 1 or 2 million or whatever in a movie and throw it out there. And because he's black, they're using the black card, and we got black actors and actresses. We supposed to just deal with it and say, yay, at least he's employing these people. But these people have
Right.
extensive resumes.
He got to do a better job.
Yeah, it's
I think he had a
embarrassing.
really good cast. The thing about it, the black actors, they actually want to work with him. So he has that. He has the ability to attract good talent, black talent, but he's not. I think part of it is training. You know, you remember Tyler Perry's story. Although he's been very successful, and I'm very proud of him in terms of where he was at, but he was homeless at one point.
I
I don't
know.
know if he even graduated high school, but he basically had a really hard childhood and just started writing, and he started writing the plays. So I think some of it is just that education. I think he needs to practice and refine his skill a little bit more. I think he's been doing really good, but I think he could still benefit from some professional development. You know what I mean?
It's
He's
I think that at this point he's been doing this since what, 2004, 2003,
maybe
2004.
longer,
Maybe long.
maybe longer.
I'll say 2000. I mean, he probably was writing the
Right?
plays, but I remember him back in the early 2000s as
Yeah.
coming out with the Medea plays. And I would say that
Hmm.
by now in 2020, he has gained our love, our support, and our damn money to give us a good
Right.
daggone product. And then we sit up there and say, we want to promote and support black businesses. But look at someone who's high as Tyler Perry. This is what they give us.
Hmm.
And it's so sad. To think about Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I know he wanted us to integrate and things like that. But still, you have to think about that and say, okay, for you, MLK, even if that's just a little small of what we should be thinking about, you say, I want to do it for him, but give us a good product. When we
But
when we spend
didn't he do for
$1.7
Color
trillion
Girls?
a year in America. Go ahead, ma'am.
Was Tyler Perry? I forget if he did that. Did he produce for Color Girls? Because
Yes, he
I thought
did.
the Color Girls was pretty good. I thought that was a really good movie. That was one of my favorite Tyler Perry movies. But I think, like everyone's saying, he's just so predictable with his movie
He's very
storylines. Like
predictable.
you know what's about to happen. You know there's gonna be some woman that's gonna be, used and abused some kind of way. And then at the end, somehow she kind of gets her happy ending or something positive happens. It's always the same thing, and the black woman is always the one
It's
going through
sad.
hell.
It's sad that we're being portrayed like this. And then here on
Yeah.
YouTube, what we're going through with some of the YouTube content creators disrespecting black women. And it's just very sad that we don't have anybody to protect us, protect the black woman. And then we have Tyler
Yeah,
Perry,
that's
who's
true.
made billions of dollars off of our backs. We support him more than a black man. And if you ask a black,
Right.
and I would like, please, hopefully somebody
But
will tune in. If we do have any black
yeah.
men who saw the movie, please give Mr.
Right.
Kotal a call, 8045-287-766, and let me know how you feel about the movie, because I know a couple of black men, and they'll say they don't even go watch his movies. They look at me and like, what, Tyler Perry? Because
But
they're all the
to your
same.
point,
They're redundant.
I think that's part of the reason why they do this to us. They continue to put us in this light, and they treat us, because, like you said, we don't have protection. No one's going to come and defend us. We're our only defender. So they can go around here and make movies putting us in a bad light. They can call us names in the public, whatever. No one is going to be there to say, I'm standing up for black women. No one. We're the only people that have to stand up for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have advocates, but we're strong. And my last little comment I have to say about the movie,
Yeah.
as a black woman, I would say, if I ever came home and I'm married to a man, I don't care how old he is, I come home and he's in my house sleeping with another woman, oh, Ain't no way.
But
Like,
you,
she was too cool.
but this
She
is
was too cool
but really, this is Tyler Perry. So Tyler Perry always disrespects the black woman. He always have some man
Right.
sleeping with, like, look at the Angry of a Black Woman, a Diary of a Mad Black Woman, whatever world it was called.
Mm-hmm.
He actually had a black man drag that woman out of the house,
Right.
disrespecting
Right.
the black. Every movie is some kind of way we are disrespected. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
even in that movie,
But
A Family That Prays Together, because he has so many daggone movies, but it always has to be some type of part in the movie where we are just disrespected beyond our core. In that movie, I think it was Sanaa
she take
Lathan.
it too
She was
far. She take it too
sleeping with
far.
the white woman. I mean, the white man, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
But then she had been saving all that money, disrespecting the black man, sleeping with the white man. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember in the movie? Do you remember A
Well,
Family That Prays
I
Together?
I watched it, but I didn't really like. That's not one of my favorite movies, so I don't remember it too well. But I watch all of his movies. I just don't remember that one too well. But
What I'm saying, in
um,
that movie, she was married to a black man, and the man
hmm
had been presenting all of, the man had a business proposal. I think to own his own construction company, something along those lines, and their mothers were best friend, the white mother and the black mother. Who I can't think of the actors, is Kathy
yeah,
Bateman and
I
somebody.
remember a little bit of it.
But anyway,
This,
the wife, Sanaa Lathan, was sleeping with the white man. You know, their families knew
hmm
each other. So what ended up happening was she disrespected the black man, got with the white man, and then when the white man used her up, he left her and drove off in some Ferrari car. It was just, he left her too. I think he even took all their money and everything. It was like, now you didn't disrespect him.
yeah,
You didn't being disrespectful.
yeah. I think, like you said, he
He
puts
just,
us in the most
he,
desperate. Like we
yeah,
always got to be these desperate looking women, destitute,
bad
helpless. Like we
wigs,
just don't have
bad
any
wigs.
direction.
Yeah.
You know. And I feel like there's so many examples. I think that, especially when you have these black women growing up and they don't have a lot of people praising them. When we look to black film, we look for, like, we want it to be like, what's that movie what was that superhero movie? I forget. What is it now?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God, Wakanda, like the Wakanda movie. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like
Black
Black Panther.
Panther. Okay, okay.
That gave us, a lot of black people hope. It was one of the best films for us because we're like, wow, we're finally being shed
It did put us in
in a way
a
that,
good light. Black women are
yeah, it
powerful,
made us feel
strong.
proud. It
We're
made us feel
needed. We're
proud to be
needed.
black.
Right.
Right, and I feel like when we look to black film, we want to feel, it want us to, make us feel proud and feel like we're respected, and that's because it's a way to influence other people in the world, people who don't live in the black community. They watch these films and they feel like that's a representation of us, and it's not. So we have to make sure whatever is representing
Hold
us
on,
is
Carla.
representing
One
us
more minute, ma'am,
in a
because I
more
do have another
realistic.
call. One more minute. Get your point out.
Okay,
One more minute.
that's
I
all I
got one
gotta
more.
say. That's all I gotta
Okay.
say.
I don't
Okay,
mean it.
all
And
right,
people
bye.
get so mad when I cut people off. Because they won't know to not talk. So because we're in a car, we're on the phone, they don't know we're having conversation, people. So people, please forgive me if it sounds like I am rude. Please forgive me, but I'm not being rude on purpose. Okay, this is Nicole Tyler's Car Chronicles. What is your comment on Tyler Perry's Netflix movie A Fall from Grace?
Hi, Nicole. This is Drea. How are you doing
Hi,
this
Drea, how
evening?
are you? And y'all up those likes? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it's really interesting because a friend and I just had a conversation about this movie. So I'm black and she's white.
Mm-hmm.
And she thought the movie was really good. She was excited about it. And I was like, girl, were we watching the same movie?
Mm-hmm.
So my issue with Tyler Perry is you're a man writing about a woman's experience. So
As usual.
how did that even happen?
As usual.
Because right, and I saw an interview with him recently where he doesn't have a writer's room. Tyler writes everything himself, which I think is insane.
It's
Because
embarrassing.
he said he used to have a writer's room and it was a disaster and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm sensing a bit of narcissism in
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, you can't bring in Black women to
Writers.
help you
Yeah.
write these stories. Like, that is so basic.
Look at Shonda Rhimes. I love her.
Exactly.
Why?
So do I.
And she does not embarrass the Black woman. She's Black herself, and she's writing for white, Black, and white, Spanish, Chinese. She's writing for whole different races. And here he can't. He's one Black man. Don't want to share. To me, he's cheap.
Right.
And then he wants to bring out everything low about Black women that can be put out about us. You know, and it's I feel embarrassed. You know, I just shake my head at it.
Right. And like I said, when I had this conversation with my white girlfriend, she just thought, oh my God, it was so good. And I'm like, and I don't know, you know, to me, Tyler has fallen off, you know,
Yeah.
like I can't even stomach his Medea, things anymore, films anymore, because they've gotten so ridiculous. It's like, you are just doing this for a money grab, because it's just so ridiculous. The Halloween one, and oh my God, it was so horrific.
It's horrible.
So now you're just doing this for a money grab. And so now that he's going over to Netflix, and it's like, so you did this film in 5 days, you wrote it yourself, you did not invite in any Black women to kind of give you the true side of it, because you're writing about a Black woman, but you don't include Black women in the writing process.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit crazy. And then I saw him with the actress, the main actress, and they were doing an interview, and she talked about the wig situation. And he said to her that whole thing, the issue with the wigs, should have been handled before she got the set.
That's right.
And so I said, so that's telling me that you don't have a separate department that is handling costumes. Like, what are the actors actually doing it for themselves? Because how did you not know that those wigs look horrific?
It's just terrible that we have given this man our money. He has made $1 billion. He's now a billionaire. He is just so disrespectful to the Black woman, and he's cheap, and he don't want to pay no damn body. He's cheap. And looking not to bring Oprah Winfrey in this mess. You know, she's got her own little thing going on with Russell Simmons.
Right.
She's throwing him under the bus, but she wanted. And from what I gather from that story, not to say, but you know how we do this, conversations, the Car Chronicles. And from what I gather about that is that I guess she wanted to tell a story about Russell Simmons and what was going on with the Me Too. She wanted to incorporate all of that to be, I think with Russell Simmons being the one who was found guilty of molestation or rape or something like that. And she wanted, and I guess from what I'm hearing, she backed out of it because I'm thinking that maybe, Russell Simmons is her friend, and I'm thinking that he was like, well, she's going to be on my side to believe me, but she was leaning towards the women's side, believing them. But so Russell Simmons, it was some type of a conflict of interest, and then their friendship was at stake. But then she don't want to talk about Harvey Weinstein and what he went through. She wanted everything is going against the Black man, and believing that he did it. But she don't want to bring up Harvey Weinstein or what he done did, and hundreds of women that came out about him. Then she don't want to talk about what happened in Africa at that girls' school either. And all of that could be her story to talk about, bringing some responsibility and accountability for her own actions. But when it comes to deflection and projecting, and the Black man and the Black woman, they're not educated, they won't learn, they're dumb, they're idiots, they stupid, they spend their money unwisely. Oh, she's all for that. Subliminally sometimes. But when it comes to protecting Harvey Weinstein, she ain't gonna say a word about him. But go ahead, ma'am. That was my point on Oprah.
And I had heard about the story with Oprah and Russell Simmons and Harvey Weinstein too. And what I basically heard was the real reason why she decided to back off of Russell is because everybody was saying to her, well, how are you going to talk about Russell and not Harvey Weinstein? And the reason why she doesn't want to talk about Harvey Weinstein is because Harvey was funding her.
I know. Yeah.
So, she doesn't want to throw him under the bus because he was funding a lot of her projects.
And that's
why you see her in pictures with him and all of this other stuff. But it's true. How you going to talk about one person, but you're not going to talk about the other person, and the other person is a lot more powerful, but you've been in bed financially with this other person. So that's the real reason why you don't want to talk about it. And as far as Oprah and
they're friends. Tyler Perry and Oprah are friends, along with that Lee Daniels.
Right. But if you see, to me, all three of them are shady.
Yeah.
So because, again, they are in the Black community, they're, presenting these Black projects, but they are not taking care of the Black actors and actresses, that are in these projects, So it's like, they're in it for them.
Right.
So when I see this film coming from, this Tyler Perry film, does it shock me? No, because Tyler Perry's been doing crappy work for a long time now.
years.
And I think we as the Black community have still been supporting him, which is part of the problem, because like I said, those Medea movies have gotten horrific.
Right. Over the years. So,
exactly. And I think had we stopped going, perhaps, I don't know, perhaps, he would have had to up his game. But now he's a studio head, and you doing this?
Yeah, he doesn't even, like you say, he doesn't even have a costume department. 5 days. He's just cheap, and he's just disrespectful. Exactly. And he does not honor even the men. He does not honor any of the people that's working for him. And you never know what the heck they got paid. You don't even know, because remember, Monique only took $50,000 because we got this stigma in us that we don't want to help our brothers and sisters. But then when we do help our brothers and sisters, $50,000 ain't really no money for real. For somebody with Monique's extensive resume of being in this business more than 30 years, but she's trying to help out a brother. $50,000, and look what happened to her career. I think she's just getting her own comedy show. It took some years, but still, she shouldn't have had to go through that.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of people really were hating on Monique for speaking up about it, but what Monique was saying was true, because she got shafted, and then they wanted her to do all this free publicity for the film, and she wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
This is the favor I was doing for a friend, and now you want me to do what now?
But I think but I think that, like with the white actresses are getting $1 million to $5 to $9 million, right? But from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that when they have to promote, they promote for free. They have to go to all the parties. Hell yeah, I'm gonna promote if I just got a $9 million paycheck. Yeah, right. I can take flights all the way to Cancun and Africa and England and Australia. Cause look at my paycheck is $5 to $9 million. That ain't nothing. But if you only got $50,000, then all of that money that you did not get because you was helping out a friend, and I'm not saying that's good business since you are, but this is just a fact that would happen. So all of that money would have had to come from Monique. And I feel like Lee Daniels, knowing that he gave her only $50,000 and he wanted her to promote, I think that he should see. That's the thing. I think he should have been the bigger man to give her some more money to promote. Just like I said, I'm gonna segue to the YouTube streets just for 5 seconds. Just like I said with Jay Wilson and Tracy. Yeah, y'all going back and forth. Yeah, y'all cussing each other out. But Jay Wilson, you're a man. You're supposed to be a man of the cloth. You should have came out and been bigger and said, I apologize. Okay, ma'am, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. Because in the case of, Jay Wilson against Tracy, pastor is held to a higher standard. And that's what everybody seems to forget.
Yeah.
You know, that's a title. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. He should have been held to a higher standard. I mean, I can't watch him anyway because I just think he's presenting himself in a really bad light.
Right.
To be a pastor, you can present yourself in a bad light, but once you attach that pastor title to it, you're making yourself look bad.
I think that if he would have showed some humility and he would have forgiven Tracy, I think that he would have gained more subscribers, and even him, it would have shown some growth, and we would see God really shining in him. You know what I'm saying? Because what him and Tracy was going through, you know, throwing all those bad slurs, doxing and all this stuff, I think that it would be something positive to watch, and he could have been seen as a role model. You know what I'm saying? He could have used it as a teachable moment, but no, you let disrespectful and being disgraceful to your sister overwhelm you, Jay Wilson. You know,
right.
Okay, I'm sorry. You know, we how we do have our conversation. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, you're absolutely right. And so he had an opportunity to be the bigger person, but Jay always says he's honest. If nothing else, it's about his coins. So if he can perpetrate this beef and, you know, keep it nice and hot and juicy so he can get some coins, that's what he's going to do. It's not about, you know, God or being a teachable moment. It's about him generating his YouTube coins. So if he has $31 buzz and run you over a couple of times, that's what he's going to do.
But you know what? So, go ahead. Let me let you get your point, your thought.
No, go ahead.
I was going to go back to Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey, the way they did Monique. Like Lee Daniels could have went head on and respected her if she's his friend and gave her that money to promote Precious. You know?
Absolutely.
Then you had Oprah Winfrey, who threw her under the bus and invited her family so that they could remember they did that to her. They're supposed to be friends.
Absolutely. And that's why Monique was so hurt.
Right. So it's just that, you know, it's just embarrassing and it's hurtful when you have helped these people make money off of your talent. These people are billionaires. I don't know about Lee Daniels because he owes so much money out. But the other two are billionaires. And you mean to tell me Oprah Winfrey couldn't come out, and you know these three talk. You couldn't come out, Oprah Winfrey, and give Monique some money, knowing that she only took $50,000. When you're a billionaire, $50,000 is like $5.
Absolutely.
So that lets me know that they stand for us looking dumb, being done, being disrespected, being unprotected. They could care less about our education here in America. They could care less. All they want to do is make money, snob hob or whatever the word is with their European counterparts, and stay in the bed with them and make money off of us. It's just sad. It's really sad. That movie is, and you know what? When I watched the movie, I thought it was good to twist and turn at the end, but then I had to reevaluate the whole movie and really break it down. Once you all break it down, then you're going to be like, this is some damn mess. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And I think when you look at how, you know, the three of those mega stars or whatever you want to call them, they're just doing it for the money. And I see that being repeated on YouTube also, that you have a lot of people just doing things, not being really conscious about what they're doing because they're doing it for the money.
Yeah, it's
sad. And so, you know, so they're kind of, you know, the bigger example of what I also see going on YouTube. People are just in it for the money. They don't care about uplifting anybody. They don't care what lines they have to cross for the clicks and the views and then Google check. You know, it's just about money. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, we have this black sector, but, you know, the only thing that's really keeping us together is the look of our skin, the color of our skin, but not really the integrity of us as a race.
Right.
Because, you know, yes, we're black, we're different shades of black, but there really is no community, any integrity, any protection, anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm black like you black, but I'm gonna throw you under the bus because I want my Google check and I want my clicks and views.
Right.
So it's really sad.
And but you know, all the other races, they get together behind the huge doors, and
right.
they could come together though. They come together to make that money. The China man, the white man, the Jew, and all them. They gonna come together to make that money. They gonna come together if they gotta pay Sigourney Weaver $5 million or whatever the hell, and Jackie Chan in the same movie, we're gonna pay him $6 million. They gonna come together. Right. They gonna come together. They gonna work it out. They not gonna degrade each other and say, and no, this actress have done this. This actor has done this. Not only black people get behind the damn doors and don't value you, see that you're not worth anything. They don't give a damn about your work ethic and your resume. This is all we got in the budget, which is a damn lie.
Take it or leave it.
This is all we got in the budget. When you got them other races, no, they value you. They know you gonna bring the money. A box office smash. They counting on that. But no, not our people. No, this is what's in the budget. This is all we can pay you. At least you can pay your rent. At least you ain't on the corner. At least you ain't stripping. Let me calm down. Up those likes, y'all, if y'all like what we giving tonight. Up those likes if y'all like it. If what we giving, up those likes, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I just wonder in this time, because, you know, when you think about, you know, MLK Day just passed. So when you think about the sacrifices that have been made for our race, whereas we don't have that same spirit anymore. It's about, I got to make my bag. I got to get my coins. I'm not trying to sacrifice. I'm not trying to sacrifice for nobody but me.
Right.
And so this is what causes the divisiveness. Well, one of the reasons. I think it's a very complex situation. You can't say it's one thing, but one thing that I do see is, you know, I'm not going to sacrifice for my group of people, whether it's female, black, blah, 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 whatever it is in the black community, we're not willing to do that. I got to make my coin. If I got to throw you under the bus, I'm going to do that. And that's really sad. And not everybody operates like that.
It's sad when these are our role models. He is somebody that we're supposed to look to and say, okay, if he did it, I can do it. We're supposed to be inspired by this man, but this man does everything he can to disrespect us.
And I was going to say that about the Tommy thing. When I heard you talking about that situation with what he did to you, which was totally garbage and trash. But here's the thing, and because a lot of people kept making this point, well, he's not doing anything different than what we do to ourselves. And they're correct. Because, see, when we get out there and we disrespect ourselves in public, like, it's not like we're doing it behind closed doors and, you know, it's in your house and nobody hears what's going on. This is a very public platform that we're out here dogging and doxing and doing all these things.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Right. So that gives him permission to then go in and say, well, y'all are doing it to each other. So yeah, I'm going to bite on this and get my cut.
Well, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make it right. You got to be the change you want to see. Just because you see it, just because it doesn't look
responsibility for that.
But just because I see somebody out there doing things like that, don't give me I want to be the change. He got to be the change. If he has the bigger platform, he don't have to reach down and be in the gutter with us to make money. That is what that is what this whole thing we're talking about. And to bring it back to Tyler Perry, even Thomas Sotomayor, they don't have to do it. They have they have big platforms. Tyler Perry is a billionaire. He don't have to disrespect and devalue the black woman or the black actors that he's working with. He don't have to. He chooses to because it's cheap. Tommy chooses to because he sees that it is a way to make money. He don't have no permission. He don't have permission.
Right.
I'm against that word. You might have said the wrong one to me, but everybody might agree with it. He chooses to because he sees that he can make $1. Just like Tyler Perry. If I know you deserve $1 million and I can get away with giving you $250, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And I'm gonna demean you on top of it. And I'm gonna have a black man pulling you out the door.
Right.
So there is no permission. Be the change you want to see. And if you can be better, do better. There is no permission.
Well, and the thing about it is, you know, with Tyler Perry and all these other people using platforms to paint us in a really bad light, you know, they do it because it's a quick buck and they have an audience. Because if we didn't give them the clicks and views, if we didn't go to the films, if we canceled them, then what would be the benefit? But the benefit is that people show up. The benefit is they get the clicks and the views, and they get the people sitting in the theaters to watch this stuff. So it feeds the machine. So, you know, I can't, and I was thinking about this, I can't just blame these creators, whether they're film creators or content creators on YouTube. The audience also has to take responsibility. I'm part of that audience. So if I see someone going in a direction that I know is toxic and is, just not the direction that I feel that I should be represented in, either as a woman or as a black person, it is my responsibility to not give them attention.
But okay, let me hold you to this point, the point that you just made. Now you like you said that his movies have been garbage. Yes, I agree, because I agree. I don't go to watch his movies at the movie theater anymore. I watch them like if I'm bored and they're on Netflix or they're dirty old VHS tape. That is what he gets out of me now. Okay.
Absolutely.
So are you saying that you have stopped supporting him as well? You're not going to the movie theater either?
Yeah, I don't go to no Tyler Perry movies.
Okay,
if I'm not streaming, I ain't watching it.
Yeah.
You know, and like with content creators, there was certain content creators that I used to follow that I was subscribed to, and once I saw they started going in a certain direction, I unsubscribed and I don't watch them.
Okay, all right.
And that's the bottom line.
Okay.
I'm not giving you my energy. I'm not giving you my clicks. I'm not giving you my donations. I will listen to, like, you and Tracy, y'all report about it, so I'll hear about the story through that. But, like, people like, some of these people like Jay Wilson, I can't listen to him anyway because he makes my skin crawl. But, so I just don't do it. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for me to go watch their video and then complain the whole time about it.
Well, I do want
to getting something out of it.
I do want to say this, that, you know, this is my first time seeing a Tyler Perry movie on Netflix, and maybe if we complain enough and say what he has done to disrespect himself and us, then maybe he will take the time out to write a decent screenplay. Maybe he would take the time to actually hire a director. Okay, maybe he would take the time,
like a black woman writer.
Yeah, he would take the time to hire other black actresses, screenwriters that are women, so that he can understand. Yeah. So when he put that bull crap like he put in front of those women, Crystal Fox and Felicia Rashad, they could say, no, that's a little racist, or not racist, but stereotypical. Well, all women are not out there lonely, and their husband, they were with their husband for 25 years, and they didn't have sex with their husband. Who is he writing for? Who gonna be married to a man for 25 years and you still able to get it in, and your husband didn't give you enough for 25 years? Like, who the hell is he writing to? Like,
I want to tell you this, Nicole. That story is not far-fetched. Have you ever watched 90 Day Fiancé?
No.
No. Okay. 90 Day Fiancé comes on TLC, I believe. And this is about women. Generally, well, it's a mixed bag. There are some young women, but there's older women that find these guys on the internet in other countries, and they go to bring them over here.
Now
And
I do know
I
women do
swear there's
that.
stories like this on 90 Day Fiance, because there's this white woman that's in her 50s that hooked up with this African guy in his 30s, and it screams he just wants a green card. So these stories are not too far-fetched because I see it in other
No,
arenas.
no. What I said was in this movie that we're in Tyler Perry's movie. I think Crystal Fox's character was with her husband, and before, and they
25 years.
and yeah, they were together 25 years. They hadn't had sex in 25 years. She hadn't had sex with him in years.
And years, yes.
Yeah, because somebody at my job brought that out to me. They said she was with him, and she was with him in the marriage, but she hadn't had sex with him in 25 years of their marriage. I was like, what the hell?
I didn't hear 25 years. I heard it was years.
I heard it was, I thought I heard 7. Then they told me in school it was 25. And I was like, now I don't believe that.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Because now the woman who told me this is another nurse that works with me in the classroom, she said, no, Nicole, because she said she went, I don't know. Y'all might have to go back and find it. Now, this is what she said. I have not, y'all see I'm in the car after work. She said that she was in this marriage with this man, 25 years in this marriage, but she hadn't had sex with the man. And I was like, that makes sense. So maybe I'll go back tonight and review it and see if she's telling the truth. Because it didn't make no sense to me. I said, ain't no way in the world you in a marriage for 25 years and y'all ain't had no damn sex.
But I have heard people say that they're married and haven't had sex for 5-10 years. I mean, I've heard
that, but not in no marriage 25 years when you still young and can do it.
Right, exactly.
I don't know.
Unless it's a medical condition. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tonight. Maybe I just scroll through the movie and make sure I didn't miss that, because she was telling me 20. I mean, her was going back and forth about it. I said I missed that. I said I thought it was 7 years. But anyway, girl. Okay, we got about 7, 8, 10 more minutes, because I gotta go and my son got to pick up his car from the mechanic. So that's what he's calling me.
I've enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you so much. You were so great. Y'all, let's give this caller a hand. Thank you so much.
Thank you for entertaining me and taking my phone call. And you have a wonderful night.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we did not. If I could get one man to call. Oh my God, y'all. Are y'all enjoying the program? But we're going to be ending soon because I have to go and pick up my son and then take him to get his car. That's why he was calling. Oh, if we could get even Terrence. Call Terrence. If we could get one man to call, that'd be great to get his perspective on this Tyler Perry's movie, A Fall from Grace. 804-528-7766. Come on in, Terrence, call.
I'm your car.
Come on, one more call. I want to thank y'all for being with me. I want to thank y'all for being with me tonight. Let me tell y'all, it was pretty dry on the streets today. What I did see was Rita going back and forth with Jay Wilson. Apparently Jay Wilson was in her chat going back and forth with Rita, and he super chatted her $10, and he told her that she need to go to rehab and all these kinds of things. From what I gathered from that is that Rita and Tracy are now back friends, and Jay Wilson doesn't like it. So he went over there to give Rita a piece of his mind. Jay Wilson, just stay on your channel, Jay Wilson. Mind your daggone business, Jay Wilson. Okay? Super chat the money and sit back and watch the show. That is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Okay? Oh, Jay Wilson. Hello, this is Miss Nicole Tyler. Car Chronicles. We're talking about Tyler Perry's movie, A Fall from Grace. Did you enjoy the movie? What is your comment?
Hey, what's up? This is Jay. Hey,
hey, Jay.
So, hey, what's up? Hey, so yeah, I watched the movie after all of the memes and stuff I saw. I had to go watch it. I watched it the other night.
Okay.
So, I'll say this. I think the storyline where he was going was good. I think if he would have took more time on actually not having all of these different like mix-ups in the movie. Like you got the guy that they were talking about who was drinking water with no water in the cup and
I
was
saw that.
acting like he was eating food. Yeah, like all of it was the stupid stuff. But like with the one lady when she was interviewing a lady and then her hair changed in the middle of the scene, like stupid, like that stuff you should have caught as a director. Like I think it could have been a good storyline, and then I think like the writing was really bad. Like I think the storyline was good, but the writing was horrible. But like it was a lot of stupid stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I think Tyler I think he needs to give us some writers. I mean, I think as a black man, you talking about how you helping out the black community and stuff. Hire some black writers. And I think you were saying too, like, how can you keep telling the stories of black women and you're not a black woman? Hire some black women writers to help you write these movies.
Do that even make any sense?
Make movies for black women, yeah.
They don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. And what about the wigs? The wigs were horrible.
Oh yeah, they were terrible. It looked like you went to the thrift store and got some raggedy wigs and some matted up wigs. He was like, yeah, from the 1980s and 1990s. He was like, yeah, let me put these on.
He should be ashamed himself.
Because the one dude, the main dude that was the main character, I said he looked like he was from like 1992 or something because he had like a hot top fade. I'm like...
Like, I don't understand. Was this movie supposed to be modern? Was it supposed to be 2000 and 2020? Like, what year was he trying to project?
Yeah,
it was horrible. The style, the fashion, it was horrible. And you know, even go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying, look, he had good actors because all the actors in it was good actors that have been acting for a long time. So I mean, he had all of the base you need to make a good movie, and I think, like I was listening to what you were saying, one of the other callers was saying earlier, I think it is more of a money grab. He's just like, oh, the black people are going to support me regardless of what I put out. So I ain't really got to put that much effort into it because I'm still going to make money off of it anyway. But it's like, you're not evolving at all. Like, your stuff is still on the level of the Chitlin Circuit stuff you was doing back when you first started. And
right, I don't see any growth. You don't see any growth, right?
No growth. Mm-hmm.
Not any, and he's a billionaire off of our backs.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But you gotta think that's the entertainment. The entertainment industry is not really about quality. It's more about money. So if I can spend as least money as possible, make this product, and still make the same amount of money as I would have made off, I would put more money into it. I'm a half-ass it and do what,
but I disagree.
More, so I think that's how he's thinking.
But I disagree with that because look at the Star Wars. Look at the Supermans, the Batmans, and look at all these movies that they invest all this money. They spend money to go way to Africa and all these things. They spending big money to give us quality because guess what they're thinking about? They're thinking about getting you to that movie. They thinking about selling merchandise. They thinking about it being on smart TVs and you paying for the app and paying for it that way. They thinking about marketing that movie through HBO and Cinemax and Hulu, and they think big. Whereas Tyler Perry is just thinking of just disrespecting you and giving you anything, and he just getting the money and running. Like he shouldn't think like that. And it's a shame that this is what we gotta look at. It's a shame that he's supposed to be some type of role model. Like,
and I think too is that when we think of these big time movies, we expecting this big budget. But when we think of Tyler Perry movies, we expecting something low budget. We expecting something. We ain't expecting something big. So I think he's like, well, I'm just gonna, do it, give them what they usually get. I think that's his whole mindset. But he's not thinking of the big picture.
If he's gonna give us what he usually give, he needed that money need to be low, like that damn low budget movie. The movie should not be $12 and $15 and $20.
And he's like the main person that's doing these black movies, and I think these movies, 15, 20 years from now, we're not like think of classic movies you had like Coming to America, The Color Purple, Set It Off. Like these are classic black movies that people still watch to this day and still love. These movies that Tyler Perry doing, ain't nobody gonna be watching that stuff.
It's
15, 20 years from now. Yeah, they're not.
All right, sir. I want to thank you. Thank you for calling.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Please continue to watch and subscribe to Nicole Tyler Car Chronicles.
All righty.
All right, bye. All right, y'all know who that is. I told y'all 7. We had 3 more minutes. So I am Miss Nicole Tyler. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Cause look, that is him being annoying. So I'm getting ready to go. Thank you all for joining me on tonight's Car Chronicles. And hopefully I will see you all tomorrow night, okay? I am Miss Nicole Tyler, aka Sexy Clean the Ruler. And you all have a blessed Thursday night, okay? I'ma make you feel real neutral. I can get wild.